A father and son reunion. That's the pitch for VisionQuest. It's also, if you look closely, not quite true. The father isn't really the father who died. And the son might not even know he's supposed to be a son at all. Two characters, one show, and neither of them is actually who the poster says they are. Here's the actual setup. A bounty hunter forces Vision and Thomas onto the run together, while something worse trails them the whole way. Fragments of Ultron, still echoing in whatever's left of Vision's original programming, pushing at him from the inside. Here's the skeptical read, and it's a fair one. Vision died in Infinity War. Sword rebuilt his body afterward, colorless, blank, none of the original memories intact. That's White Vision. The version with the memories only existed because Wanda's grief conjured him inside a fake town, and he dissolved the second her spell broke, after handing everything over to the body still walking around today. Two different bodies, two different origins. Whatever's flying around now isn't a continuation. It's a replacement wearing the original's face, and Marvel is asking you to grieve it all over again anyway. Tommy Maximoff wasn't even a fully real person to begin with. A hex-born twin who blinked out of existence the moment his mother's spell collapsed, alongside his brother. Marvel bringing both of them back 5 years later, each in a body that technically isn't the one fans grieved, looks a lot like a franchise that doesn't know how to let anyone stay gone. And after Agatha all along split fans right down the middle, that skepticism isn't unreasonable. Resurrect two fan favorites for nostalgia, and it's not really a sequel. It's a retcon with a marketing budget. Except here's what actually separates this from a cheap resurrection. White Vision has all of Vision's memories and openly admits he can't feel any of them. He has the data, not the person. And if the theory holds, Thomas is the exact mirror image. He might carry Tommy's actual identity, his soul, without a single memory of ever being Tommy at all. One of them remembers everything and feels like a stranger to himself. The other might be somebody, completely unaware of it. The show even puts White Vision face to face with personified versions of Stark's old AI programs, Jarvis and Friday, other minds built from borrowed code and someone else's data, just like him. It's the same question, asked 3 different ways. If a copy can inherit code and still not be the original, and a body can house a soul that doesn't even remember, the show is quietly asking whether who you are was ever really about memory or blood in the first place. Keep that in mind. An original Avengers kid walking around again, right before Marvel's biggest crossover yet hits theaters. Showrunner Terry Matalas has already confirmed identity is the whole point of the show. Not is he really Vision, but a memory can tell you who you were, and a son can force you to decide who you are right now. That's a real question, dressed up as a superhero show, and it's landing 2 months before the biggest Avengers movie Marvel has ever attempted. Two characters, both technically new, both quietly living inside somebody else's unfinished story. And that timing is exactly why I think this show matters more than a typical Disney Plus side quest. Avengers Doomsday hits theaters December 18th this year. Russo brothers directing, Robert Downey Jr. back as Dr. Doom, in what's already shaping up to be the most ambitious production Marvel has ever attempted. VisionQuest lands 2 months ahead of it, spending 8 episodes deciding exactly who Vision and Tommy actually are before Doomsday needs an answer. My honest bet? This isn't a standalone identity drama that happens to exist near a big crossover. It's Marvel quietly finishing paperwork on 2 characters they need fully resolved before throwing them into their biggest movie ever made. Whatever VisionQuest decides these two actually are, that's probably who shows up in December. I think Doomsday is going to be great. And I think this 8-episode identity crisis is exactly why it's allowed to be.